Okay, so we are going to go straight into the demo. What you're going to need is a curling cream. I'm using the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. You'll need a serum or an oil. I'm trying this frizzy serum because I have very frizzy hair and hopefully it'll help tame it a little bit. A spray bottle. I would suggest a continuous spray bottle, but if you don't have one, you can just use any other regular spray bottle. The reason I like this one is because it sprays an even mist all over your hair and it doesn't spray too much at once, and you don't want to make your hair wet for this, so this is why I'm using this. But if you're doing this from like a straight after washing your hair, then it doesn't really matter. And then you need a comb for parting your hair and a comb for detangling, and then a detangling brush. Today I am trying the Denman brush. This is actually the first time I'm trying it. I just bought it. You can see it's still in the box. If you guys would like a tutorial where I try out a Denman, like to do a wash and go and define my hair for the first time, let me know because I definitely want to try it. I have heard that the black one is the best one compared to the one that's like pink or red. So that's why I got it. So if you want to grow your hair in a head wrap, also I already did a video about that and I show you exactly how I do my head wrap, the benefits and how you can actually grow your hair in it. So I'll link it at the end of this video and it'll also be in the description box below. So just look for that. So now we are going to take this down. Get prepared, y'all, because there is a mess under here. I tried to do a braid out. It didn't come out the way I wanted it. It wasn't that bad, but the lighting was so bad that I was not willing to show that to you. I would assume all of you did not subscribe because of bad quality, so I'm not going to post bad quality videos on here. So I'm just going to take the scarf off. And this is the mess we are dealing with. Look at that. Looking like Nefertiti. Is that right? Anyway, so this is how thick my hair is looking. You cannot see my scalp. It is ridiculous, but it is kind of stretched. Now I would have washed my hair, but my hair still feels pretty clean and I just didn't feel like it because the next time I wash it, I'm going to braid it up so I can go under a wig for a couple days, couple weeks. So now all you're going to do is part your hair. Let's hope this attempt will be way more successful than my last one. I will section the back into 4 and I will work section by section. And I will just clip up the rest. So this is about the size of section you want to go for. But also it depends on how long your hair is, how much hair you have, if it's thin or not. So I'll start by spraying the section just to dampen it a little bit. You can see that it's just kind of like moisturized, it's not wet. And I'll take my wide tooth comb and detangle gently, starting from the ends and working my way up to the roots. The curl enhancing smoothie, I will add about that much per section. And I will focus most of it on the ends. And then work the rest in. It's like a super detangler. And I've heard that if you have hair like mine, you can hold it this way. So now when that is completely detangled, you want to go ahead with just a tiny bit of serum. This may even be too much. About that much per section, if you can see that. And again, start on the ends work it into the hair. Okay, so once that's nice and detangled and smooth, you want to go ahead and just do a regular braid. Nothing special. It's just important to try and get even parts of your hair so that when you reach the end of the braid, you don't have to keep like gathering hair from the rest of the braid and then mixing it, because that can create a bit of frizz when it's time to unbraid. Okay. So you want to keep making sure the hair is smooth as you're braiding, because if it dries with frizz in the braid, it'll be frizzy when you unbraid it. And when you reach this point where it seems like your hair is not smoothing out, you can go ahead and brush it again to make sure that it stays stretched and smooth. So you want to braid just up to the point where it won't unravel. And once you reach around this point, you want to stop braiding, because if you make a really tiny braid up to the end, it's going to have like a really zigzag end. So what you want to do when you reach here is just coil it around your hand, around your finger. So now I'm going to braid the rest of the back braids because it's exactly like this. Don't want to waste your time. I'll come back when it's time to braid the front ones here, because you can see it better and I braid them a little bit differently. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. Whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Alright, so it's actually been a whole week since I did these braids, because I couldn't be bothered to take them out. I was working during the week. I'm still working from home. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep them in for the week. They'll make me not do anything to my hair and they still look fine. I'm sure you can see they're a little bit frizzy, but that's fine because all the frizz is at the roots and all the rest of the hair should be fine. And we're going to go straight into unraveling the hair to see if this braid out came out good this time. So to unravel, I'm just going to use the same oil mix that I made. Again, if you guys haven't seen how I mix this oil, I will link it in the description box below and at the end of this video. So I just shake it up to make sure all the oils are mixed up, and I just put about that much. Mix it up, make sure it goes on the fingers as well. And I just go between the lines like this first to make sure my scalp is oiled. Then I focus on the ends like this, just like pull the hairs down, make sure the oil gets on there. And it just helps add a little bit more slip to the hair to make sure that it doesn't really tangle and minimizes the amount of frizz. And also last night I did go ahead and just spray some water on the ends of my braids and then just recoil them exactly how I did in the video earlier on, just to make sure that they weren't like all frayed and looking crazy, because the ends matter a lot. So now I'm going to start unbraiding, and we're going to start from the back. So I'll just be clipping up the braids that we are not unraveling at the time. So So starting from the back, I will just like unroll this in the opposite direction of which I twisted it in, so that my hair is not like snagging when I'm unbraiding, I mean. And if you noticed, I didn't put any gel in this because I find that whenever I do anything like braid my hair and there's gel in my hair, whether it is wet or dry, my hair feels like dry and a little bit hard. And for a braid out, you can do with some fluff, so we don't have to. Wow, that is coming out super defined. My hair feels nice and soft and very stretched, and if it continues to fluff out during the week, that is totally fine because I like my hair to be big. So, wow, I am very pleasantly surprised. Okay, so now I'm just going to keep unraveling. Maybe I'll put on a little music so you guys are not bored and I can just finish unraveling this.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. And so I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead-end street, when all I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains. I cover up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause I don't like the person within. Oh, I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm too sad to say I'm sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day.
Okay, so I've unbraided everything now. As you can see, next time I'm going to braid all of them like this because I like the definition better. The reason why I did the braids like this in the front is because I see a lot of people doing it and it gives a lot of definition like at the root instead of laying flat. But I still like how nice and defined it is. Now for the back ones, we are just going to start separating them a little bit. Just basically like in half for every one. You just separate where it separates itself.
Whoa, whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many.
And now I'm gonna take this little afro comb and just tease the roots to make it bigger. And my favorite thing about this style is that my hair feels so soft. It is nice and stretched, so it also tangles way less. adds a little bit of length because the hair is stretched. Where has this comb been my whole life? Can you imagine all this time I've been natural? I have never bought one of these combs, and it's purely because of laziness. I won't tease this front line because I really like the definition there and I don't want to break it, so I'll do it from inside here. And this is our nice, really defined braid out. I like my hair to be super big like this. And you can always just continue shaping it. So let me know if you guys do braid outs, if you have any tips or secrets to fight frizz. If you enjoyed this video and you want more of these kind of videos, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also hit my face on the side of the screen right there and watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen on this side if you'd like to see any of my older videos. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video.